Hey guys, how you been? I've been doing great. I got back from vacation recently and it went great. I went on a cruise. We had a lot of fun. We ate a lot. We drank a lot. It was really fun. And now that I'm back, I'm doing videos again. And today we're doing a Shop Miss A fragrance breakdown, an unboxing, and take a look at. These are all the fragrances that I got from them. This was very, very popular for like a minute on TikTok, and everybody was talking about it until suddenly it disappeared. Basically, these are fragrances that everybody was talking about being extremely inexpensive versions of much more expensive scents. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about it for a bit and just go over them very quickly. Spray, move on, you know the drill. I know I'm going to be late to this party. I'm always late to the party and I'm fine with it. I think it was John McClane who said,
You all know what I think of trends. Trends are designed for the anxious.
and I agree with that 100%. I'll never be like on top of a trend. It's not my thing. I'm not going to be the one that's going to be like, buy this, buy this, buy this. I'm going to be like, this is what it really is, guys. I'm not going to jump on you to try to get the next best thing, because the next best thing is just one thing away from being last week's thing. You know what I mean? These are both 30 milliliters, but these square ones are $5 and these long ones are $3. So they're both the same amount, but these are 5 and these are 3. These are just first impressions. These are quick videos. So this first one is Private Santal. I'm guessing this is going to be Lullaby Santal 33 dupe, obviously. According to this, this is a fresh woody base with a blend of musk, floral violet, and iris notes for a powdery, sensual vibe. If I'm not mistaken, when I smelled Santal 33 dupes in the past, to me, they smelled like dirty skin to me. Like someone who took a bath and then got sweaty again immediately after. So like recently clean but sweaty person. That's what Santal 33 dupes smelled like so far to me. I don't know what Santal 33 smells like originally because I don't have that original sample, but that's kind of like what the dupes have smelled out so far. So I'm guessing that's more or less what it smells like. This is what the square bottle looks like. The presentation is very simple. The box is also very simple. That's not what you're paying for. You're not paying for marketing. That's the point of this. You're paying for the liquid. So I'm gonna throw the box out. Now let's do a spray. The cap comes off. Like the cap is just pressed, like pressure there. There's no magnet. There's nothing like that. So let's do a sniff test. What I'm getting immediately is muskiness. I'm getting muskiness with florals, clean floral vibes. This is, to me, leaning pretty feminine, where the other Santal ones were pretty unisex. This one kind of screams feminine, more along those lines. But this one's a lot more pleasant than the Santal 33 dupes that I've had in the past. I don't know if this is duping Santal 33. This is my guess because of the name. But yeah, it's pleasant. I like it. Vanilla Kiss. According to this, this is a decadent mix of musk, jasmine, rich vanilla, and creamy brown sugar with a woody base for a sweet, irresistible vibe. So that's Vanilla Kiss right here. So this smells really pretty good. Really pretty good. This was really good to me. It's very strong on the vanilla. It's very strong on the sweetness. There's a hint of wood, but the hint of wood is more in the back end. There's also some alcoholness, some strong alcohol notes. I'm hoping that kind of backs off. There's a little bit of funk in there. Oh, of course, that's a jasmine in there. So I'm not sure what this reminds me of, but this is reminding me of something along the lines of a December Vanilla. This reminds me of something along the lines of like those vanilla scents that have like a little bit of funk in them. I'm thinking which one of those are the closest to this. This is like December Vanilla. This is like they're my favorite, so there's a lot of them. December Vanilla is the one that seems to like pop in my head a lot. Artisan Ethnique is also on this like path. This one's a lot sweeter than those though. This has like a very top note of sugar rather than vanilla. Like that first hit is sugar, then vanilla, then a little bit of funk, then a little bit of wood. It's really good though. This is a really good scent for the cost. It smells pretty fantastic. The next one is Lily Phleur, which is supposed to be warm sandalwood, fruity white nectarine, orange flower notes, blended with patchouli and gardenia for a cozy, seductive vibe. They all say kind of seductive for some reason. It smells pretty good. This smells very flowery, very orangey flowery. Not orangey, I would say like citrus with flowers. I'm not getting the earthiness from the patchouli there, but I'm getting a lot of the other stuff in there. It's really good. It reminds me a little bit of Flower Bomb. I don't know if that's what it's going for, but it reminds me a little bit of that. It reminds me a little bit of that DNA, about a very flower-forward fragrance. Very on the feminine side, very not unisex. Another one that reminds me of this a little bit is Delina, but Delina is a little less sweet. It's a little more delicate than this. There's a little bit more bam in your face kind of thing. It's a little less subtle. So far, bangers. They're really good. I'm surprised that they're really good. They're not complex at all. Like it doesn't feel like something that will evolve or something that will grow with time. It just feels like very direct notes, but it's pretty good. The next one is Pistachio Sundae, which I'm guessing is a dupe of the Kayali scent that's pistachio based. I think it's called Yum Pistachio. So it's a yummy blend, So it's a yummy blend of creamy pistachio, warm sandalwood, and airy marshmallow for a deliciously fun, sweet vibe. So this is supposed to be a pistachio forward scent. Let's see. It's good. I like this one. This is the only one I'm not a huge lover of, because the pistachio is there. I can totally sense it. There's a sweetness there. Also totally sense it. I'm guessing this also has some musk in it, or something that kind of perceives as musk in it that's not being listed. Because even though the pistachio is there, and I can sense it and it smells really good, something is leaning very soapy to me, leaning very artificial to me. So it's not very true to nature pistachio. Not very, I just ate a bunch of pistachios, or I'm having like pistachio coquito. I don't know if you ever had coquito, but coquito is a Puerto Rican drink. It's like coconut alcohol, but some people do it with pistachio and it tastes ridiculously good. Or any pistachio dessert from the Middle East. Those are fantastic. This is not reminiscent of that. This is not a gourmand. This is more along the lines of pistachio scented soap or body wash. And it's a lot lighter than I expected it to be. So this is not one of my favorites. This kind of missed the mark a little bit with that pistachio scent. Next one is White Summer Petals. So White Summer Petals is an intense blend of floral iris, peony, juicy apricot, and peach, plus exotic woody notes for a sweet, crisp, feminine vibe. Yep, this is giving white flowers. This is giving simple, floral, not really complicated, not really blowing me away. It's very, very simple, very, very chill. Just flowers. Nothing to write home about, nothing really special. Again, it's also giving soap to me. I get no apricot from this. I get no peach. I just get floral. It kind of smells like powder, like polvo de maja, which I've talked about before, which is like that powder, the setting powder that they use in Puerto Rico, which is very, very floral scented. It smells like that. Very, very, very floral. Very, very, very in your face. It's kind of one note, a little bit boring to me. So let's do the next one, Aqua Nomad. A light blend of fresh citrus, warm sandalwood, seductive vanilla notes for a subtle, clean vibe. Okay, so this is giving pure lemon. I like it when they say subtle and there's punch of lemon. Like, oh, it's subtle, but it's huge punch of lemon at the top. So it's a huge punch of lemon. Not really getting anything else from that. Yes, it's giving clean, but clean in the, I just took a shower with some lemon scented thing. There's no subtleness here. It's just a simple lemon scent. So it's very one note. It's very lemon. There's no complexity like the other ones did. I think the first three were like the best ones for some reason, and then the rest kind of went downhill as it went. I didn't plan it that way. It just went that way. The last one of these square ones is Neroli Citrus. Sunny and sensual citrus orange flower with creamy vanilla and jasmine for a sweet, fresh, feminine vibe. So this one, yep, this one gives like kind of spot on what they're saying. It's like a slightly sweet floral that gives off clean. Like freshly clean skin, like your skin but better kind of scent. I think the closest thing that I can compare it to, like spot on, is a Dove bar. Yeah, kind of like a Dove bar, honestly, a Dove soap bar. Very light, scented, kind of sweet, kind of floral. The next ones are these long ones. These were $3. Those are the $5 or $3. These are $3. So these might be a little bit less good. Who knows? I don't know why their pricing structure is different for these, but let's see. So this first one is called Kiss in the Rain. This is supposed to have Meyer lemon, bergamot, and purple freesia. That's it. That's all the notes they list. So this is what the bottle looks like. This Kiss in the Rain right there for $3. It's pretty decent. I wish you could unscrew the cap so you could use this for something else afterwards, but what can you do? What is this giving? This is giving, I get that citrus. Yeah, there's a little bit of citrus there, but mostly what I'm getting is kind of like aquatic notes, like fresh. I'm getting fresh from this. Not necessarily citrus fresh, I'm just like fresh. What is this reminding me? This reminds me of like a fresh bottle of water, that kind of thing. I think that's the citrus is very, very light. Think about a squeeze of lemon in a fresh glass of water. That is basically what this smells like. A hint of lemon water. I'm not sure what the purple freesia is doing here. There's maybe a little bit of floral, but that's because if I'm thinking about it, I can sense it. You know, you're tricking yourself into sensing it. But mostly it's like, it's kind of, yeah, it feels like fresh water. It's nice. I like it. It's not something I would gravitate towards, but I vibe with it. It's nice. Next one is Love So Sweet. By the way, this is how it looks like in the box. So this is supposed to have ylang ylang, woody, jasmine. I swear when I smelled this from the little head from the nozzle, it smelled like the recreational thing that people like to partake in. You know what I mean? It smelled just like that. And I was like, why would you want to smell like that? And it kind of does still. That's a weird thing. It smells vaguely fruity, vaguely sweet, but there's an undertone. There's a funk to it in the undertone. I'm guessing that's the jasmine, but it's kind of leaning towards that ganja smell, which is odd. And it's not just a back smell. It's like once you're done sniffing it, like once you're like, take it away, you get the after smell, the aftertaste of that. I am not a fan of that one. I don't know about you guys, but the smell of that recreational drug is very off-putting to me. Next one, pomegranate, rose, and jasmine. This is Cashmere Spice, vaguely sweet. I don't really identify anything. I'm resetting my scent using my arm. Yeah, it just smells vaguely sweet. Nothing to write home about. I don't think anything special came from that. Next one is Velvet Dreams. This one is supposed to have yuzu, violet leaves, and woody amber. Alcohol and vaguely sweetness and slight warmth. Alcohol, vague sweetness, and slight warmth. Nothing that stands out to me. Like, it looks like these long ones, the reason they're cheap is because they have less ingredients, I guess. And they're not really complex scents. They're more like one very simple note. And nothing is really standing out to me. Like, it feels like they're very vague scents. Something that they're all inoffensive, but also won't stand out in a crowd. This is glass roses. And this is supposed to have citrus, rose, and jasmine. Everything seems to have jasmine in this. Apparently everything from Shop Miss A has jasmine in it for some reason. Maybe it's a shortcut to get some interesting scents. Just smells vaguely citrusy. Vaguely citrusy. Like the other one I said before, like a squeeze of orange in a glass of water. Like an orange was at one point in the room. That's what it smells like to me. So it's very, very, very vague. The last one of these is Vanilla Lullaby. I should love this one, which is plum, freesia, sandalwood, and sunflower. Vanilla Lullaby with no vanilla mentioned in the ingredients. So that's a thing. This one smells slightly sweet, slightly woody, like vaguely there. It's like almost not there. It feels like this concentration of liquid of fragrance is very, very light. Like it feels like it's almost not there. It's barely there. So to me, it feels like these fragrances are much lower quality, or at least concentration, than these. So these that are $3 feel like they're much more vague and undefined than these, which are $5. So that makes a little bit sense about their pricing, but these are barely worth it. Long story short, guys, these scents were a lot of misses, some hits, very few, and a few mids. Shop Miss A, despite being very, very inexpensive, I don't think it's worth your money. I don't think it's worth spending the cash for this. It's just a little bit too nondescript, a little bit too weak, a little bit too to be worth the cash you would spend for this. Even though all this would likely cost you less than 40 bucks, it's just not worth the money. Maybe as a layering scent, you could use a couple of these, but honestly, they might actually ruin the fragrance you're trying to layer. So not worth it. I would not try these, unfortunately. So let me know what you think, guys. Have you been seduced by the Shop Miss A prices? Have you tried these scents? Let me know in the comment box below. My favorite part about doing videos is talking to you guys and talking to you about these fragrances. Remember that scents is subjective. What I like isn't necessarily what you like. And always remember to smell your best. See ya.